Howdy y'all, my name is Price, coming at you with some more Be Happy! We're back playing more Be Happy. So, I know y'all are probably like, Price, you missed an episode of Be Happy, and you're right, I did. And I can tell you exactly why that happened. 'Cause none of this stuff makes sense! Doesn't make any sense! I mean, basically, I haven't had a lot of time to try and learn the stuff about Thaumcraft, because I've been teaching this week and I've been having to deal with the whole missing a bunch of classes, so I haven't had a lot of time to look into it. So that's part of it. And the other part is, you can't use NEI to really learn anything about Thaumcraft. And so I've just been kind of picking up pieces from the comments that y'all been left in, which I really appreciate. I made these little crystal clusters. One of y'all said I should make these things. Apparently it's supposed to give me more aspects. I'm not sure if it does, but apparently it's supposed to. So I made all the different crystal clusters and I put them around here. The node that was here is gone now, so I assume I've used these incorrectly. I put my wand on this recharge pedestal, which I think is supposed to pull from nearby nodes. So that might be what killed that one. But yeah, overall, this ain't going so well. So, it's not that I'm going to be abandoning this, but for now, we're going to be leaving this behind and moving on and working on different quests so that I can come back to this later when I understand it a little bit more, because my goodness, this stuff is really confusing. It's just very different. And I know a lot of y'all out there, you probably know quite a bit about Thaumcraft, so, do maybe point me in the direction of places where I can maybe learn a little bit more, because, yeah, I just haven't had the time to do it, and it's really crazy to me. So, instead, I thought, let's work on some of the other quests that we got going on. We'll let this stuff build up. I am probably going to do something later where I'll get this stuff to automatically start pumping through the centrifuges and then into a whole different set of barrels. But for now, we're just going to let it build up like this as it has been, and eventually we'll have tons of this stuff for crystals in the future, so no big deal there. We will return to the magics once again at some point. But we got all kinds of quests that we could still do, and as you'll see, I actually have a little genetic template in my inventory. Basically, I ran a whole bunch of bees through the system and created a new one of these genetic templates. It has all the best stuff that we've got, except you'll see it is missing Effect None. And the reason for that is because I would like to start working on the stuff for the bee spa, because I think that would be something that'd be very nice. Be nice and relaxing after I've been stressing out over all this magic. Just be like, go to the spa. Have a nice day at the spa. So, I've been looking into a couple of those things, and we still need to tear this part apart, so we'll probably work a little bit on that. And we got a bunch of quests to solve. So, let's go in here real fast and let's use some of our combs to get ourselves a new bee that we need. I need some mundane combs, so let me take a couple of these. And I need an attuned princess, and that'll help me with some breeding stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that ahead of time. Now let's look at these other quests real quick, because there are a few that will be super easy for us. Like machinery, we can do this emeralds quest and probably this market quest. How do I make a market? Wool, 4 wood, and 1 emerald. Easy. So let's do both of those quests real fast, because I think that'll help out. Ouch! All right, emeralds. So let's grab just a stack of that. Let's, oh, you know what? I always do this. Just use this sucker. Go doodly doodly doot. Okay, put that back. All these emeralds. Thank you. Oh, I turned every emerald in the system into that by doing Shift-Enter. I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool. So if I take all these iron nuggets, which we now have a ton of, if I take all of these, if I just go like this, and go like that, I hit Shift, it gave me 64, gave me a full stack. So it went up to a full stack and pulled from the system. That's really cool. That's good to know. Okay, so we have 25 emeralds, and we need, for this quest, we needed, we need emerald shards. Oh no, I turned them all into emeralds. Hold on. Oh no! All right, well, we'll wait. We'll wait on that. Let's build our thing. So let's put the emeralds back in there. Can I turn an emerald just into a shard? Into some shards? No. Okay. That's so funny. That's what I get for just trying to get ahead of myself there. String, we should have a good amount of. Yes. So let us build. Is it a full? No, it's not. Okay. So it's more like like that. Okay. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we need. Okay. And then I also need some wood. Wood. This is gonna be like, I think it's like this. And then like this. And then we go back and look at our emeralds. We got another shard. Just need 4 more of those shards, right? Or maybe even 3 more. All right, let's grab the market. So we got that. We can't complete that quest yet because we got to wait for our emeralds to spawn in. So we're going to give that a couple more seconds because I goofed. And let's look at the bees that we want to get. So I was looking through the different effects that bees can have. And I'm going to need to... Here's an experimenting machine. Good. Let's I actually need to go back over to the magic side and take back my genetic imprinter. So there's a couple of different effects that I would like to get. And they're actually, like when I was looking through the effects, there's a whole bunch more than I remember there being last time I played stuff with bees. So that's pretty cool. How are you doing on power? All right, you're doing okay. You're doing fine. Oh, this is that pupil bee, and this is the floral one? Right, and he's not doing nothing. So I'm going to actually take this back. And we're going to put this guy in here for now, because that was where we were working on the Vaz bee, which, I got what I needed, but then, I need to get a real one into the system, I think. That'd be nice. So, let us pop this guy back down over here. Bee stuff. So what I'm thinking is we'll want to start getting the bees made, and I will call upon Pigby to take care of this nonsense over here, and we will then kind of build up our big platform, and then maybe next time we'll actually build the awesome spa, because I got a couple of ideas. I'd love to hear your ideas down below for what you think would be cool to see, but yeah, so that is that. All right, how are we doing emeralds? Emerald. Boom, we got enough. Okay, cool. So if we go back to this and we go emerald, claim rewards. We got an extra Esmeralda princess. Market. Let's complete that one. We got a bunch of emeralds. All right, now that quest is done. So now we should be able to, if I go like this, let's throw our emeralds back in the system. Oops. And then we'll just plop down this market. I don't think it needs power or anything, right? No, you just plop it down. Then I can just go through the system. I can get literally any of the different food. Oh, this is so cool. We're going to make a huge farm. We're going to make a huge farm using this thing just because we can get all the different types of foods that are in Pam's, because Pam's has such a fun food mod just in general. So that'll be really cool. I'll just put these guys away because I don't really need them. Oh, you'll see I have some coal in here. I actually at one point, because I was doing so much bee stuff here and I was draining so much power, I filled this guy up with coal stacks, and then I would just keep throwing him into this furnace generator every now and then to try and do stuff. It's actually, he hasn't been hooked up to the other side for a while, so there's probably a nice little buildup of coal over there. I guess we pickaxe this one? Yeah, that's right. Let's go put you back up where you were. Yeah, look at that. There's like a whole 8 stacks of coal in there. That's crazy. So I think if we go like that, it'll start generating a ton of power, won't it? And it's going to eat through that coal in no time. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what are we looking at? What quests are we looking at? We completed those. So that's cool. So then this guy, we need certain bees in order to complete this quest, which could be part of the thing. But really, that's not really what we're working for. What we're looking for are 3 or 4 different types of bees right now. So we already have the Imperial bee. Okay, and so let me just look that one up really quick, because we have these guys around, so these guys we already have. So these Imperial bees, they have an effect that is called Beatific. And I don't know if it shows up on here, but it would show up if I showed you in their genetics. They have a Beatific effect, which y'all have seen me get before, which is if I come over here where my Imperial bee actually is, and then, I go into my inventory. You just saw it there. Regeneration. All right, gives you a little bit of regeneration. So we want the Beatific effect, and we've got some Imperial bees that already got that. So check on the list. The next one that we want is the Explorer effect, which comes from the Edenic bee. So let's look that guy up. Edenic. So this Edenic bee will come from exotic and tropical. Where do I get an exotic? Is an austere and a tropical. And an austere, we should have austeres in the system, I think. We have austeres somewhere, or at least I've had to make them a bunch, is what it comes down to. Or maybe I have frugals. So frugal, no. How about austere? We have tons of austere drones, so that's great. So in order to do this guy, I'll get out my handy-dandy notebook. And then let's also look up the other ones, because there are 2 other effects that I would really, really like. There are a bunch of effects that I would like, but these are the ones that I want for now that are really, really nice. So one is the Heroic effect, which actually will kill any nearby monsters. It'll attack mobs, and that's one that I actually want for the future, because here's my plan. I'll show you guys, or I'll tell you guys rather. So my plan, because we have that quest that's to kill the Wither, which is going to be a big deal. I want to get all my gear up. I would like to have my magic figured out, because we have the different spells and things that we'll be able to get from Thaumcraft and everything that'll help us to do a lot more damage to the Wither. But I also want to use bees in the fight. So if I can get the Heroic bees and have them all set up in like an arena to do damage to the Wither, I think that would be really, really cool. And then if I surround them with obsidian or something, then hopefully that'll protect the stuff so that they can just do the damage and not have to worry. And yeah, so that's going to be the long-term plan, I think, is we're going to set up a battle arena and we'll fight the Wither there, and then maybe we'll actually turn it into a true battle arena that we can go and fight other mobs in whenever we feel like it, because there are bees that can spawn mobs. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Anyway, so we want to get the heroic bees. So let's look up the heroic bee real quick and see what their needs are. Heroic. Okay, heroic queen. Recipe for you is steadfast and valiant. We probably have steadfast somewhere, don't we? Is that a magical bee? Hold on a second. Steadfast. That sounds like an early bee, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the store. Open. Steadfast, Ender, Oblivion, Diligent, Industrious. Because I feel like I've seen steadfast bees before, but maybe that's actually one that's a magical bee that we haven't had in the past. I need to go to sleep here in a second. Let me see if I've got any here. I feel like I had to have them at some point is the thing. Oh, keeps happening to me. So again, I told you guys when I come into here, I have to like click it a bunch of times if I want to be able to use the T key. It's really weird. It's really weird. All right, so we don't have any steadfasts. I'll have to look into getting those. So that one won't be one that we'll be able to get today. Whee! So yeah, that's that. Let's go to sleep real quick. Okay. And then the other effect that we want is one from Fruity Bees, which is called Ripening, which is one that's more for fun. But let's look those guys up. Fruity Bees. All right. The Fruity Bee comes from the Sweetened and the Thriving drones, and this comes from a Valiant and Diligent, which we can do that. And then the Thriving comes from Growing and Unweary, and the Growing comes from Forest and Diligent. All right, those are all things that we are capable of. And so those are some of the ones that I really, really want for the spa. Now, the ripening effect, what that'll do is any trees nearby that produce fruit will produce fruit quicker. So we're going to be able to get really nice, big harvest and stuff, and I think it'll be like a cool effect to have like some like orchard trees throughout the spa as kind of like something you can like, oh, just walk along and pick some fruit off the tree and eat it and nom 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 nom. Apparently when I was looking online, there's also an effect called nourishment that's supposed to fill up your food bar, but I haven't been able to figure out what bee you get that from. Finally, there are a couple of other effects that I would like to get eventually. One is called birthday, which I believe makes fireworks fly everywhere randomly from the bees, so I think that would be a cool one to be able to turn off and on. I could set up a switch that like turns the hives off and on depending on what you're doing. So it's like you could be like, you know what, I want a show. Flip a lever, boom, fireworks everywhere. There's one called Gravity, which makes you jump higher, and there's one called Swiftness, which makes you run faster. So those, I'm thinking what would be really, really cool is if I set up like some kind of like obstacle course that you could then like run through, like that you could do a whole bunch of fun stuff in and have it rely on those bees. So it's like, I'll be running along this way, and then as soon as I get to the point where those bees are, there'll be like an X on the ground. It'll be like, jump, and you go, boom, and you get launched into the air, you know? Jetpacks will obviously have to be off for that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe these holes are still here. Oh man, I put these holes in here forever ago, and I even saw them. I remember going like, oh yeah, there's those holes there. I need to fill those in. That's weird. I don't think I have any cobble on me, do I? No cobble. Have to do it another time. I'm going to forget. They're going to be there next time. You guys know it. You can already see the future. All right, enough talking. Let's do some bee breeding. So, to get the Edenic bee, let's focus on that one first. Edenic. So, we need exotic and tropical. So tropical is a hive bee, so that's easy. And I'm just writing this stuff down for myself, as you guys know that I do. So we need exotic and tropical to get the Edenic. So then the exotic comes from, austere and tropical. So and we have austeres, and tropicals are hive bees. So that should be it. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that tropicals are hive bees. So let's open our system. Tropicals. So what do I need for you? Regular honeycombs. So let's get both of those. Easy peasy. You see? You see? Click, 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 click. Tropical. Or not tropical. That's not even what I needed. But yeah, when I press T, it does weird things. Someone was telling me that I probably have like a conflict in what the controls are for it, which is probably what's going on, but I don't have I haven't had the patience to go and look through that at all yet, because it's really only a minor thing. I just have to remind myself. Okay, so we got these guys. The Entombed Princess is something that I do need for another bee, I believe, but we're going to leave that for now. I think it's for the one for the actual quest. And now that we got this guy, let us... Where's our Mutatron? Use mutagen producer. So there's the Mutatron. So we want to mix a tropical with, I think it was an austere to get the exotic, right? Exotic. Oh, pshah. Austere. Okay, so then here we'll take, I don't need to take a stack, we'll just take one. And we'll go mix these together, and that's going to get us our exotic. Now, the exotic I am going to actually run through on the regular genes there, because the exotic is probably going to have something pretty dangerous. If I'm not mistaken. I will, I'll check it with the Bealyzer. Where's my Bealyzer? Where's my Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where's my Bealyzer? Doing good on honey? You're doing good on honey. Oh, by the way, I grabbed all the Yellorium ingots, or all the Yellorium combs out of there and ran them through the system. So let's see how many we got. We have a full stack. We have a full stack of Yellorium grains. So maybe we can do stuff with that, with the nuclear things as well. It was 4 stacks of honeycombs, by the way, that went into that, and that's been building up for the entire time that we've been trying with those. So just keep that in mind. The nuclear power may not be that useful, and especially now that we've kind of sorted out our power problems, it ain't no big deal. All right, so they've got the poison effect. Yeah, see, that's a bad thing. I don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually run the exotic queen through the 9 chromosomes so that it kills that effect, and then when we get the actual austere, or not the actual austere, the actual heroic bee, we will, or the Edenic bee rather, we will not run it through that because we want to keep the Edenic effect. So we'll run it through the other one. Okay, so we're gonna let that stuff roll. What do we got in this one? We don't have any lifespan or production upgrades in there. Just look if I got any extras. Don't see any there. Don't see any there. How about you? You got any? Production? No. How about lifespan? No. All right, I can go steal them from another set of bees somewhere for a little bit. You don't need these as much. I mean, you might need them a little bit, but not really. I'm not really relying on you that much. Doot. Okay, now how's this guy doing? Okay, exotic queen. Let's run you through, and all we really need out of this queen is just the queen itself, so we can breed it. Now, what's the other bee we're looking for? We're looking for the heroic bee. Heroics. Boop. Steadfast. Oh, that's right. It's this one. Steadfast and Valiant. So the Steadfast one, I'm gonna have to look that up because it's one of these ones where it's like it tells you have to do it with magic, but it doesn't tell you exactly how. Right? It says, oh, floral into Vasby. Yeah, I know. I know floral turns into Vasby, but that doesn't help me know how to make this bee because that's not either of those bees. Anyway, that's fine. How about the fruity one? The fruity one. That's one that we can go for. Fruity. So the fruity one is sweetened and thriving. So both of those are ones that I don't currently have. So fruity comes from sweetened and thriving. And these ones are going to be great because one is going to, the sweetens I know produce sugar. So that'll be a useful resource for us to have because if I can make cookies, there is a bee that I can get that can actually, I think, make cookies itself that I need those for. And I can get Valiant drones by trading in cookies. Unweary plus growing, okay? So, and this was to make the thriving, I think, right? Yeah. So this is unweary plus growing. And I don't know what the growing is, but I know I looked it up just a moment ago. And you are a forest and a diligent. Right. That's easy. Forest and diligent. So then the sweetened is the other one that we need to worry about. So back to the fruity. And sweetened is Valiant and Diligent. Gotcha. Okay, so Valiants are the ones that, like, they're a little bit tricky because I didn't put a whole bunch of them in the system, and I really should. That's on me. But I know we have some somewhere. But they're a tricky bee if you don't, I believe. And let's just check our quest book really quickly, because I think you can buy them. Yes, but they cost cookies. 128 cookies. So I'll look in here. I doubt it's in here, though. Yep, that's one that is going to be in my bee bag or in a bee storage somewhere. So that might take a little bit. Let us, looking through all the blue ones, Valiant Princess. I would rather find the drone if I could. Valiant drones. Okay, I've got 10 Valiant drones. Do I have a Diligent? Or I bet you I have Diligence in here. Diligent. Okay, we have 2 different sets of Diligence. One is old, one is new. The new is probably the lesser amount. And by new, what I mean... Oh, you know what? I need a couple of these, actually. Because we're going to want to turn a drone into that. All right, so Valiant plus Diligent is going to give us Sweetened. And then we need Forest plus a Diligent. So I can just make that one. And that'll give us growing. So let me generate some. Okay, honey. Oops. Doot. Okay, let's put you guys back. And okay. And so what I'll do then is I will go like this, and we will get a forest, claim reward, and we will also get a meadows, claim reward. Oh, can't claim it yet because our inventory is so full. My goodness, y'all. My goodness. All right, I can stack you guys, actually. It's fine. Like this. Claim. Okay, so then what I want to do is we're going to try and force this meadows into becoming a diligent. I'm going to have to run you through a system, aren't I? Yeah, got to run you through a system. It's okay. We'll put you right there. You're good. Okay, so we're going to try and force that one into becoming a diligent through a couple generations. You're almost done doing what you're supposed to do. And then I can also use you with the forest and one of these guys, right? Oops, right there. And that allows us to get either a blue or a growing queen. So let's get the growing. Cool. The rest of y'all can go here. And I don't think I need the forest drone anymore. Or the meadows drone. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then meadows queen. So we're going to slowly try and turn you into a diligent, and that's going to help us out there. And then, are you almost done? You're almost done. All right, I need to go find a suit. I think it's over here. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm going to put some stuff away right now. We're going to take care of some business, if you know what I mean. Just put away some of this junk over here. Who needs it? Who needs it? It's not going to take us very long, what we're about to go and do. But we got to do it. Ooh, perfect. It's almost nighttime. The perfect time. Oh. A walk. That was close. There we go. Welcome back to Pigby's Destruction Corner. Today, we're gonna destroy even more store. Don't forget to fill in any holes you leave because of health and safety. Okay, so as you see, Pigby went a little crazy, but, you know, I mean, I've been talking about maybe knocking out some of these walls and trying to do something else with this space. I mean, I think I could do something with this. You know, like, one thing I've been thinking about for this space over here, right? We're talking about the spa. We just got the Pam's Harvest Craft thing or whatever like that. What if we set it up? This is something that, you know, I've always wanted to do in, like, every time we play a Minecraft mod. I want a rad restaurant. I want to have nice little chairs and seats and stuff like that. I want to have all the different foods that you could possibly eat. So I'm thinking we turn this place. What if we do this? What if we do this, y'all? We turn it into a bed and breakfast. That's right. We're going to have a bed and breakfast. And really what I would like to do, I don't know how feasible this is going to be because, you know, real talk right now. I'm playing this mod pack single player. I don't know if it has multiplayer functionality, if it'll work really well, if the mods work well on multiplayer and stuff like that. But if it can be done, I would like to invite some of my friends to come and join me here once things are kind of getting up and running, and I can have them help me decorate and stuff like that. Does that sound cool to you? I think that sounds cool to me. Anyway, let's go. Now that we have allowed Pigby to do his best, and he did a great job. Look, he cleared out this whole zone. He cleared out this whole space down here, knocked out this wall. Same deal. We can cordon these things off and turn it into a nice, like, big bedroom and stuff like that or whatever. Nice bed and breakfast kind of deal. It's going to be great. Cleared out this space. A little bit of stuff needs to be done because obviously these things are still hanging here. I can move them around, but that'll give us the space over here. Let's go check on our bees that we were working on. Obviously, they should be a little bit further along in their genetics. We didn't get a diligent there, so let's just kill those drones. And I probably have to run you through a system. We got you exotic, though, so that's good. And what do we need to mix the exotic with? The exotic needs to be mixed with, let me check my little notes over here, a tropical, which is easy to get. So let us... actually, I might have one sitting over here where I left all of our stuff. Tropical drone, boom, boom. So let's go and breed these two together, and that'll get us the bee that we really wanted. So let's get rid of the 9, and we will put in the 8. Oh, and there's our growing queen, which I still need to run through the system as well. So that's exotic plus tropical will give us Edenic. Cool. Let's go run over here and get the 8 by 13 instead of 9 by 13. I really need to get, I want to set up a nice, like, system of this upstairs. I think that would be a cool thing for us to do. Maybe I'll try and do that in between episodes as well, so that we're actually using our pig pen the way that I want to use the pig pen. Oh, wow, he's actually working the proper way, so he got those genes all on his own. Let's grab this Edenic queen. Now, make sure this is the 8 of 13. It's not going to mess with the effect. Notice the effect is missing. Perfect. The other thing that I would like to do is territory. I want to get a territory boost for the area. Let's go ahead and run the Edenic bee through the system so it should get all the good stuff and not get the effect thing. And then I'll run it through, and then we'll be able to see the effect in action. We're at 6 experience right now, and I think the more of these bees you have, the more that it does. But we can turn this into, like, we'll create an enchanting room as well that has these Edenic bees below it that'll allow us to just enchant whatever the heck we want as often as we want. All right, run on through. Now, are you working? Hey, look at my experience bar! Look at my experience bar! Watch, 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 watch. Tick! Yeah, awesome. So we're gonna let those guys run through, and we'll just kind of get a whole bunch of generations of those once we can. But that'll give us the Edenic effect, and then we're just working towards that fruity ripening effect, which it's gonna take me a little bit more work. You know, I just got this bee. I'll run it through. What's your effects? Do you have any effects on you, Mr. Bee? Let's look at you. Flower type is leaves. Oh, interesting. Effect none. All right, so I'll just run you through the regular one then. Or I can run you through this one, actually. It's no problem. And then we'll get you also going along. But then I can go ahead, and I told you guys what I need to do there. Growing plus Unweary, which you guys know we have. That'll give us a Thriving. The Valiant plus the Diligent will give us the Sweetened. And then we'll combine those together and do the Fruity. So I can do that one offline as well. No big deal. All right, so let's go ahead. I think that's where we're going to end this episode, y'all. I know it's probably a pretty quick one, and we didn't do a whole bunch of really flashy stuff. I know you probably been wanting the magic, like I said. I just haven't had the time to really devote to learning that stuff. But now that we got that space over there, now that I've been, you know, cleared out this space here, my old brain's ticking away. I'm thinking thoughts. But you know what? Let's do this. Last thing. Let's go look at our board and see if we have made any progress on any of this stuff. Okay, super hives, I've kind of got going. Right? Because we did the thing where I have like the 5 iron bees and the 5 tin bees. And if I just scale that up, we've got super hives. So we're working on that. Resource bees, we got a bunch of those. I think we got half of those. I don't want to cut it out yet. Elevators, that's going down because we got the elevators. That's no problem. Thaumcraft and Titania, we're working on. Spa, that's what we're working on today. Machine frame quest, did we do those? Let me check that because those ones are super easy. Where's my... Oh, left it over here. There we go. Journal, quest book, rather. Let us go. And it was the machinery quests? I think we did them. Yeah, we did those. All right, so we did those. So I'll go knock that off the list, and then that's cool. So we've been making progress. So yeah, I think next time is likely going to be building the spa. We're going to build the space for it. So I'm thinking of design ideas. I've got a couple of ideas bouncing around in my brain. I'd like to hear what y'all think. Leave me some comments down below if you have any cool suggestions. But this is our blank palette. This is where we will do our work. And I'll probably clear out some of this stuff down below, though I don't really care about the bones. The bones can stay. You know, it's kind of like a nice reminder of what we used to have. But yeah, so with all that, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time at the Bead and Breakfast. Get it? It's a pun. Bee instead of bed. Bead and breakfast. Ah, oh, man. I'm all alone out here, except for Porktonius and Pigby, who definitely aren't me. Definitely not. Definitely not me.